Let's get it going. Let the music take you to another place. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Experience. A world you've never seen before, a place you've never been, an energy you've never been wrapped up in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Let's go. Wow, they made it difficult right when I came in. Right when I started the stream, man, things started to dump. Usually it goes the other way, And my outfit's really strange today. I get it. I think I was just going a little too far with the colors. I think I kind of went a little too out of control. Shout out to everybody here. Who thinks it's ridiculous? Or who thinks it works? I don't know, man. You tell me. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Well, look at that suit, baby. You know what I mean? Dude, I want to change it up and just make it so ridiculous. Like, I have just way more outfits than you ever even thought possible, right? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, all right? What's going on now? What's going on? What's going on? That's weird. Show me the sounds. Huh. What's going on now? Why isn't the music not playing? Hold on one second. Blessed day, everyone. Shout out to my man. You need a cowboy hat. Pump, dump, pump. Yeah, dress for success. Suits are great. What's going on? For some reason, the sound is not playing. I don't know why. There we go. That's why. Not too bad, but looks warm. Haven't definitely seen worse. Yeah, it's got the patches. Teacher patches. Ralph Lauren. It's actually a beautiful coat. My wife bought it for me last year. Unbelievable. It really is Ralph Lauren. I can't believe it. I used to wear the same jeans every day. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's break down what I see happening in Bitcoin immediately. I saw a possible long. I didn't open up anything. I kept whatever I had open up last night. I was hoping to open up a long on the live stream. I saw this inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute. Looked like it was going to pop nicely. That was the first time in a while that a bullish pattern just did not play out. We went straight to the downside. So that's something to kind of, got me a little weary. I started this morning looking at this possible cup and handle, possible rising wedge. We are also inside a bit of a little flag here. I guess you could say it was a symmetrical triangle, and they are, somewhat more bearish than bullish. And I saw people shorting. I said, be careful. I wasn't sure, but the short did play out nicely to the downside. Nice little short action. Bang, bang, bang. There was an inefficiency here. That's pretty big. We almost got halfway through it. Are we going to V-shape recovery right back up to the upside? Was this just a cash grab? What's happening to Bitcoin? Well, number one, it's a rising wedge. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time, right? But what I was seeing is you were at the bottom of the channel. You were likely headed to the top of the channel. That's what I was, what I'm going for. You can almost see this trend line is intact. If you could put both these lines in it, but you can also exclude both those lines and say they were just kind of dips outside of the line. We got back inside, right? The bigger idea for Bitcoin, all right? And it's weird, man. Hey, one of my calls didn't play out there. Finally, first time in a long, But we're already back to 34,900 on the BOOKMAP. We'll see what happens there. Nice cash grab, snatching up any shorts, anyone who was going long and had a little bit of a stop loss on the pattern. They're just like, you know what? Not enough liquidity. We do see that there's this nice bullish divergence on the 30-second chart. It did get a bit of a bounce. How far is the question? We now have a bit of a resistance. And we're going to take a look at the local resistance for you too as well. We'll start here on the BTC USD MEXC chart because we trade MEXC a lot, and we'll look at what's happening. First thing I'm going to look at is the 3-day chart. We know the weekly pretty well, right? Then we're going to remove the moving averages, support or resistance. Could we go back below 10,000? Highly unlikely, but is it possible? Of course. Could we go to 15K? Of course. Could we go to 30K? Could we go to 50K? Anything is possible. You have to be open-minded that anything is possible. That's the risk that people take when they get into cryptocurrency, anything, right? Again, I'm not a financial investor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. And again, I checked the screen, but I guess, man, I'm getting old or something. I don't know what it is, but I swear I checked the screen before I went live. You know what I mean? Anyway, no worries. You didn't see much. And I narrated it, and you should have your chart open anyway, and you should be seeing what I'm seeing. So how dare you tell me that? I should be able to talk and do this live and not even show a screen, and you should be able to stay on point. Now, I'm messing with you, but seriously, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Sorry, I am live, and sometimes I make them a stack. Yeah, Bitcoin already back to 34,930. Just, I saw a long happening, but again, I was really confused when I saw that short dump to the downside, but we'll see. We will see. So this is what we see happening. We're inside of a range. Bitcoin, everyone's expecting it to come and test 32,000, 31.8, something of this nature. Somewhere here, 32.4, something like that, right? 4-hour 200 EMA buyback. Let's go. Yep, I'm on TradingView. Yeah. Thumbnail, Bitcoin will pump hard. And in reality, It's dumping hard. No, that's a thumbnail for the day. And honestly, it dumped for $100. Anyway, I don't have to answer to you. You're a troll. And I don't have to answer to you. I'm Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. I don't even need to get in any type of discourse with the real YSR. God bless you, though. God bless you. Yeah. And honestly, I could be wrong. I'm not always right. You know, I said might pump hard now, right? Might pump hard now. I did put a might in there. Mighty might, right? So right now, look at this. I mean, the 3-day has a bearish flag, and then this flag has got an indecision doji. It closes in 9 hours and 52 minutes tonight. So not only does the 3-day candle close on the weekly, it's a big deal. All right. Something that we're going to have to pay close attention to. All right. It's not that right now is not the most bullish sign, and you're overbought on the stochastics RSI. You have to take that as consideration. You know, when you go back down, a lot of these coins that are up nicely could go back down too. So you might want to be taking some profits, you know, depending on the situation or the technical analysis of your coin. Now, the daily is starting to reset, even though it went up. That's a very bullish sign. And the 3-day doesn't have bullish divergence yet. The 22-hour also very overbought with a double bottom on the RSI, suggesting when the RSI goes down and price action goes up, that's telling me something is brewing. However, we are red right now for the day so far. We do not want to close red. We do not want to close below the moving average, right? We don't want to lose this 21. If we do, we're coming right to the 50. That's going to happen. This could be a Bart Simpson to the downside. So there's some mixed signals. Why haven't we dumped yet? It looks bearish. How come we're still kind of floating around? How did the stochastics reset without price action dumping on us? Is there a big move in store? You know what happened is they have enough people on either end not sure what to do, and the market maker's excited. They finally have what they want. They look for this all the time. They look for this all the time. They look for all this inside and outside stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not a YouTuber, man. I'm an educator that happens to be on YouTube, bro. Straight up. Like, if you keep watching me, you'll see that I'm not your average YouTuber, man. You just like to batch people. Like, people like to do that. YouTubers. I'm a human being, man. Like, I'm not like, you know what I mean? No YouTuber is the same. We're human beings that press a camera. Like, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to talk to the troll anymore. Troll's gone. Love you, Sammy. Thanks for all your info and knowledge. Jimmy, XRP lover. God bless you, Jimmy. Genopolis, we love you. XRP went damage. It did, though. It did. Thank you for the Casper call. Made 200% gains. Come make some gains. Yeah, let's talk about the gains we made in the trading group. Let's talk about all the things that happened in the last 2 days. It's been insane. I learned so much more watching this channel than 10 other crypto channels on YouTube. Corey Upton, I love you, and thank you for saying that. God bless you and yours for being here. Thank you for the Casper. Yeah, man. Litecoin to the moon, baby. Lifer, we're all lifer. Lord, can I stand? I can't. I'm lifer. We're all lifer. Funny. The more open-minded trader I've seen on the interwebs. Be blessed to see his skills every single day. Trevor, I love you. Thank you for the love. I bought Casper in January, up 1,000%. Amen. 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 10x this money to the upside. It was half a penny, 6 cents. So look, now we have what's really forming as a hidden bullish divergence, even on the 12-hour. You're getting this uptrend while this is getting a downtrend. And I guess you could say, no, we got to go all the way from here. But then you technically skip a swing low. You know, I guess you could say, okay, no, it's there. You don't skip a swing low. All right. I'm open-minded, but that's still a Class C hidden bullish. This type of behavior tells us that there's likely a move coming to the upside. I know we're dumping right now. I know things don't look amazing, right? But this tells you a story. And honestly, I'd be really surprised if we don't make it to the top of the channel. Top, bottom, top of the channel. You know, they could just be inducing some shorts right now to create a short squeeze. I don't want to lose the 21. If we lose the 21, that will be something that I'll be cautious about, you know. Same thing here. You lose the 21 on the 3-hour, I'll be cautious about it. We're really trying to get, and look, the 4-hour looks absolutely horrible right now. Let's be honest. The 4-hour wants to dump on your face. Looks like it wants to take us down. And what you can do is you can put this in a rising wedge that wants to break to the downside. You can grab the pole, and this tells you where you're likely going to go when you take a bit of a dump here. It's also what I'm seeing, and I brought up last night, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, could break us further to the downside as well. All right. Your tea and cake was spot on. I'm up 1,000% today. God bless you, man. People making so many gains, man. It's insane. And I sold off my Hello token because it was at the highs, and I'm looking for it to come back down to the 200 SMA. Cake just continued to rally out of control. Look at Cake at 223. I was on my live stream yesterday. I put out this flag right here. It's up 18%. Bang, bang, bang. This other flag broke out. Cake, you know, is still a holding of mine. I still stake my cake, baby. Look at this. This is crazy. But you go to Pancake Swap Finance. I'm an OG. I found cake when it was 44 cents, still up 5x from where I found it at, which is insane, right? But if you look at my cake holding, cake just sitting here, that's taking way too long. That's weird. That's strange. Right there, I'll tell you that right now. I've never seen that. Usually you sign in or you don't. That was weird. Anyway. Yeah, you can connect your wallet, connect your MetaMask. Brave wallet too. Brave have its own wallet inside of. I'm gonna make a whole video about Brave and what they're doing. To collect from one farm, harvest all, trade, swap, earn. So I had 615 cake locked. All right. Is it still going? Is it finished? No. I'm looking for V1 for SIP. Go to migrate. Yeah, I migrated my pool. Right. Recent cake profit of $19. $1,300 sitting in cake. We'll see where this goes, but I still stake cake here on I still do my mining, man. I'm an OG miner, so I still got an LP going too as well. All right. Sitting inside of a cake BNB LP, just making its thing, making its gain up to 104% APR. I'm just saying. Anyway, and I can harvest and continue and keep the pool going. I can harvest this and add the cake back to the harvest. I can add this cake back to my other pool. Like I can harvest this cake. All right. Confirm. And then when I go back is I can go back to my pool, right? And I can just stake more cake. Staked only. I can hit my stake pool. Oh, I want to renew till lock period is ended to avoid more rewards being burned. Renew your staking position to continue enjoying the benefits. Yeah, I do want to renew my staking position. Unlocked on July 17th of 2023. Wow, I didn't know that, man. And then they burned my cake for, I don't know why, but because I had 627 and then at 615, I noticed the 12 was missing. I know exactly how much cake I have. Why'd they take 12 cake from me? The lock period is ended to avoid more rewards being burned. Renew your staking. So they burn your rewards if you don't take them? Oh, but I can renew. All right. Yeah. Expected ROI by August 1st of 2024. $24. Funny. 39 weeks at 2% APY on the cake. But if cake goes up in value, that will turn, that could 10x to $200, The stake cake can profit only when the staking position is unlocked. Wow, and that's a long time. Do I want to stake for over a year right now? I believe by that time cake will be in a pretty good position. You know what I mean? And we could be up in some serious value. But maybe I want to move it. Maybe I want to sell it. Maybe it gets high at certain points. Maybe I want to convert to flexible staking. Something I have to look at another time. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to be locked up for that long on the boost, but we'll see. Anyway, cake just doing damage. As you can see, people like their cake. All right? Cake continuing to show up and show you that it wants to make love. There was a little red candle here. Someone maybe was mad they didn't get in, wanted more, but there's still a little bit of a flag here. Cake on the 5 could continue to the upside, but shout out to anyone that did get into cake last night. I gave this call. We were on fire last night. So many different things banged to the upside. But cake, one of the biggest winners here, even on MEXC, up 19 or 20% right now, holding it down. KREST is another coin that I like. Been looking at it home. And DOGGY just continues to rip. I gave DOGGY up another 56%. DOGGY don't stop, baby. I don't know. DOGGY's like my new little coin, man. The thing continues to rip. I found it. I liked it. The name was funny. DOGGY continues to blast to the upside. Stack, man. That's your coin, dude. I told you it was your coin. I don't know why. You don't. Anyway, so this could be a head and shoulder pattern break into the downside for Bitcoin. All right. Not amazing. Okay. Shout out to the 562 people on the live. 170 likes. $4.48 in chat revenue. God bless you. So the 4 hour looks horrible. And it looks like it wants to come down for vengeance. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. RSI pushing down. 4 hour pushing down. Not a good sign at all for Bitcoin. All right. One thing we could say is, are we going to be building a symmetrical triangle here for the 4 hour? And there's a chance that happens, and then we'll be in a 50-50 shot, right? This does want to break down to where the pattern began. That's where you would see it. And then once you lose the 21, you 50, and then you'll start colliding to the downside. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. We don't want to lose the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. That's going to be the worrisome sign. That's going to be troublesome. One thing I do see here right now is hidden bullish divergence. That swings up while that swings down on the 1 hour. Tells me that we're likely going to get a reversal. And what you do is you put this in a falling wedge as if it was in it, and it left the wedge, came back inside the wedge, and then this could actually continue to break out. I know it sounds insane. This is like a weird strategy in which I've been teaching and showing. I only show it every once in a while, but I've seen it many, many times. I wouldn't be surprised if we broke right back up to the upside. This one then makes something of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and we may even break out to the upside. So just be careful. The shorts don't look like they're going to pummel. I would not be super excited about a short until we lose this trend line, until we lose this yellow 200 SMA. Once we lose that, I would say, no, we're in for some bear city. But until we lose the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, we are not going anywhere. They tried it here, then they bounced us back, and they got us back up to the upside here. So until we lose this, I'm just telling you right now, we're not going anywhere. And the 4 hour could even flip back bullish, even though it looks horrible right now. Again, I'm open-minded. I can see the dump, I can see the pump. I'm waiting for price action to kind of teach me a little more of what's happening. I do see hidden bullish on the 1 hour. Am I the only one to see that? Or am I blind, or is that hidden bullish? Anyone else see it? Anyone else see the hidden bullish, or is it just me? You know what I mean? So that thing, very interesting, right? Where do you see all the phantom memes? Like, what ecosystem can you just look at all the phantom memes? If we can hold it, it could be the bottom of the handle of the Sammy Cup and Handy. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, we might be making a bigger falling wedge here, right? And we bounce back to the top of the wedge. Then we make a cup and handle. 100%. I know I got a lot of lines here, right? So I'm going to get rid of this one. That's the divergence line. This one we don't really need yet, per se, but it is beginning to make a symmetrical triangle. See that in your mind? This could be a cup. This could be the handle, like my man just said. Spot on. We don't want to lose the 200 SMA. That's going to be the worrisome spot, all right? That's going to be where we're going to, not going to be amazing. Oversold in the stochastics RSI, all right? Oversold in the stochastics RSI. I want to talk about why I like MEXC and why it's really been a super profitable exchange. MEXC has the coins that matter. MEXC is unbelievable. When I go to spot here and I take a look at spot, look at Casper, man. I just want to show you guys the power of altcoins if you get them at the right time. If I were to sell all my Casper right now, which was $22,848, I'm going to have myself $5,494. That's insane. That was in like a week or less than a week. To make $6,000 in less than a week, I mean, that's awesome. I used to make $1,800 a week. I make so much more than I make a week in my trading portfolios. And then when the trading starts to rip, it's like insane. So, again, I'm not realizing this yet. I haven't sold it. But the point is, this is a long-term position I've been building. You guys saw me swing it back and forth. Yes, I didn't get it exactly at the right price. I kind of had to chase slightly. But half of the bag was money I'd already made, about a third, almost 10, 12 grand. This thing has been continuously super bullish for me and making me gains. I still have some, I made some money and I put some tether back in the trill because, I sold some coins. I sold some Hello. I sold some Solana. Right now I'm wondering, do I go back inside Solana? Do I wait? Is there a bigger pullback? And I'm going to be watching Bitcoin for my answer. If today the 1 hour kind of falls through and we kind of hang out in here, things are going to be pretty good. So I see this possibly breaking back up. We could be just doing this channel before we break on up further on today. But I do see a possible bounce back to the upside here. This is hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. And, and you're touching the 50-day moving average, you got to bounce. That kind of kept you from getting to the 200 SMA. Now we could easily continue to drop. I'm not saying I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm open-minded, and you never know. MEXC is going to KYC. They have big slap suits. Who was saying that? Coast-side 20. Where are you saying that? How is it going, Lifer? Good to see you again. Quite a cool Sunday day trading session. Making gains on S&T right now. Not financial advice. I'm going to need training on larger time scales soon. My man. Yeah, smaller time frames will get you, and then you don't know what to do when things get a little more extended. MEXC is going to KYC. They have big slap suits. What does that mean, man? And who is that? Coast-side 228? Who are you? I worry that you are going to follow the same path. Don't let your ego get out of control. We love it. Nah, that's never going to happen to me. You know why? I pray to God every single day. Number one, worrying is a fake emotion acting real, Nicole. So listen to me. Look at Nicole, Positive Affirmations for Men. The reason why I would never go down the same path, and actually I don't even want to talk about, that's my buddy, number one. So I don't judge people the way you may have or not. I dedicate myself to my family. I dedicate myself to God. I bring up God on this channel every single day because it's God is my answer. God is my key. God is the reason I got here, and God's the reason I'll stay here. I see God in everything in life, and that helps me see what I'm doing. So I wouldn't, I'm not going to stray from my family and my wife, because my family and my wife give me all the joy. Like, they're the reason I do everything that I do. They're the reason that I wake up every single day. They're the reason that I don't take days off. How are you? I'm great. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Not many people actually ask me how I'm doing in the chat. Thank you very much, Caesar. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, so, I mean, I have a great connection with God. I have a great connection with my wife. I feel super blessed. And, and again, if you keep God in your life, once you submit to God, I'm telling you right now, most of your issues will be answered. Submit to God and most of your issues will be answered. I'm telling you right now. If you submit to God, you can't be jealous of your neighbor because God gave you so much. Why are you jealous? So there's jealousies out the window when you submit to God. When you submit to God, you can't be angry because why are you angry when you're so grateful that you have such a beautiful life? So there's anger out the window. What else? Fear. When you submit to God, you know you're going back to a beautiful power, an energy source. And no matter what, you'll be on the next level. There's fear out the window, right? So now fear, jealousy, anger have all been dispersed. Then there's gratitude. And you stay in gratitude from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. I also don't drink alcohol. I also don't do drugs. You know what I mean? I stay away from drugs and alcohol. This keeps me clean. This keeps me sober. So there's many reasons why. And again, the devil is real. And the devil can pull you into some crazy things. And things can get bad. And because I know the devil is real, I pray every day and I protect myself. So I appreciate you saying that. But it's not happening to me. All right, let's get back into the move. And I like that. Ben Armstrong is just getting started, 100%. This is just the beginning. You have no idea where we're all going in this world. You know what I mean? And God bless Ben and God bless everybody and his family and his wife, you know, his ex-wife, I guess now. But God bless his whole family, man. You know, it can't be easy when, you know, I just hope the best for them no matter what happens. And, you know, you don't have to be a prick. I was just letting you know. I know I'm just asking you how you knew. I wasn't calling you out. I was just asking you how you knew that. Like, you know. I used to be an addict begging for money. I just asked you how you knew that. That's all. I wasn't being a PRC. I wasn't. You know, you thought I was, I guess. You was choppy for me, strange. I went back 10 seconds, and it's better. Yeah. So Bitcoin's still sitting at 34,880, and we are getting a bit of a dump today on a Sunday. The volatility kicks in, you know. Look, now we got ourselves an inverted head and shoulder here on the 30S. That makes it want to reverse back to the upside. That's a nice reversal pattern. Right back to the upside, and we're getting that, you know, the Sammy Bohemi back to the 200 SMA. Likely we could pump up to the 200 SMA again and recover here. We could be, you know, bearishly retesting the bottom of this falling wedge. Like we come back in and we don't get back inside. That's a chance, right? But for me, it looks nicely like we're making this falling wedge for Bitcoin. All right, and so that's cool. We can make this wedge and we can fall on down. We just do not want to really lose the 200 SMA. So I'll watch this closely for each and every one of you, but I see somewhat of a bounce on the smaller time frames. 30-second chart. What I will say, though, is now you're inside of this, and I mean, you got yourself a bit of a bear flag here. And, you know, some trouble slightly brewing on the 30-second chart for Bitcoin. If the 200 SMA comes down and reaches price action, and you stay sideways, you're likely going further down. The measured move is 34,509. Am I calling a long or a short right now? Honestly, the smartest idea is to remain short because you've lost the support zone. You got to just take what support or resistance gives you, you know. However, I would wait out this inverted head and shoulder and see if it plays out first. So you could possibly scalp this inverted head and shoulder to the upside. If that goes sideways and doesn't play out, the likelihood is a short with a stop loss above this resistance to the downside. You could try to get queued up here, or you can try to be close to the bone. I am seeing a short at the same, and I don't want to say it. I don't want to be short. I love Bitcoin, but again, I do whatever the market tells me to do. You can get a free, hey Sam, without you, I was lost in crypto. Thank you, man. God bless you, man. Hey Sam, great clip posted yesterday on gaming coins. +1 to the team. Thank you so much. And what indicator is that on the right side of the screen? That's the VRVP. It shows me where, and look, there's a gap of the VRVP. When we lost it, look, we went really fast down to the downside. 30-second told us where the short was because we could see that we lost liquidity. Could we build liquidity back to the upside and begin to build back up? There's a very high likelihood chance we could. There's some bullish div, a very strong one on the 30-second chart. Also, one thing I want to show you that I thought was very interesting was on the RSI on the 30-second. Look at it. It hasn't gotten this low almost ever. I'm going to put a line where we went. So this was like a major push down. Like it took a lot of energy for this to happen. What happened there? So I put a line here, Alt-H. And then you go and look, when's the last time the 30-second got that low? It almost never did. So weird, right? So that tells me that's a very, like, oversold region, which kind of is telling me there should be a bit of a bounce, because we haven't seen that RSI go that low on the 30-second chart ever. I know it's just the 30-second, but it's just something we have to pay attention to, all right? And we did already get a bit of a V-shaped recovery here halfway up, and then we made this inverted head and shoulder that could break to the upside. So I would remain short. I would wait for this to play out. Like, I'd watch this for a little while. If this continues, if you leave this channel and bearishly retest, I'd open up the short even better. You know, the area I'm looking for is that area. Again, I'm not 100% short. I want to make that clear. I'm in two longs right now. You know, I'm not switching short. I am in two longs. So, you know, you'll see. I'm in this long down 63. I'm in this long down $40, you know. So I am down right now in these two longs. We'll see. This is a long-term long on the 12-hour. Remember that I opened? So that's something I'm just waiting. You know, if it happens, it happens. This one I did open last night with a little too much leverage. I was like practicing kind of with some high lev. I was up a few times, then I went to sleep. I could have cut it off. You know, I'll cut it off for $60 if I have to. We'll go from there. You know what I mean? Doggy banging to the upside. As you can see, most of my money is spot. I'm a spot trader. I swing trade spot, like, you know, 20, 30K, 10K, 5K. I swing trade large amounts of money spot, and I just started trading leverage in March. I'm not heavy on I'm not as a fiend for leverage as other people are. You know what I mean? And I also look to accumulate long-term bags, and I'm a speculative investor that finds the coins that matter. That's kind of like my goal, you know? You're the hardest working man in the game. God bless you and your family. Hassan Haj, I love you. What do you think about AGIX being hot in these days? I love AGIX. I hold like 30 grand of it, USD. So I'm a big time holder of AGIX. I believe in it, and I believe it could do some numbers for short to the upside. 30-second chart got to the overbought region, so did the 1 minute, and didn't really give us the bounce to the upside that we're looking for. I got to jump on out of here in about 2 more minutes because I got to run. Piano, baby, piano every Sunday. You know how it is. So far, the inverted head and shoulder actually is playing out, right? Let me just delete this and this. So far, look, you got a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. It is breaking to the upside. And this is the kind of, you know, the idea we should bump back up to the 200 SMA here. And it does happen when you get a little extended in the stochastics. I do see that a lot. However, if Bitcoin cannot get it back above 34,922, expect more downside. That's going to be your key level of support or resistance. And we could even be making a symmetrical triangle, an ascending triangle here. All right. And that's what this pattern does. Remember, it always makes the ascending triangle. It makes the inverted head and shoulder ascending triangle. They do this over and over and over again. The same type of stuff over again. And there's a chance we do make a nasty dump to the downside. Measured move would take me somewhere to 34,500. All right. So I'm waiting. I'm not saying to open up a short right now. I don't want this to be construed as open up a short. And again, don't do anything I say or do on this channel. All right. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY. Took a dump, but you know, usually the DXY, it shouldn't be moving yet, right? DXY, I don't, 105.69. I see it in this bear flag, and I want it to continue in a flag. This is good for altcoins. Everyone's like, wow, the altcoins pump because the dollar index dropped. Think about it. Try to explain this to people. Like the altcoins, yes, people got into altcoins, right? But everyone's sitting there on their UST tether bags, and then they know it's linked to the dollar. And then they all see that the dollar starts to go down. So they bail out of the dollar and they run into altcoins because altcoins have a smaller supply than the dollar, right? So when the dollar drops, altcoins go up in value. Even if no one bought altcoins and no one cared about them, they would have gone up in value because the dollar was dropping. Altcoins go up when, you know, so do stocks. Everything goes up when the dollar drops. That's, I'm telling you. And they've been propping up the dollar, and raising the interest rates. Soon we're going to get the dollar to drop, and they're going to print money. Are you kidding me? They're trading a perfect storm for anyone in cryptocurrency. We are set to make a boatload of money. We are on the other side of the spectrum while the whole world isn't. Then they're going to be freaked out, and then you're already on a lifeboat right now, and and other people don't know it. They're going to run into the lifeboat, and when they run into the lifeboat, the dollar's already going to have put our prices up. Our altcoins have already going to 5x, and then when they run in, they're going to 10, 20, 30x, and then money's going to fly into Bitcoin. So things are, unfortunately, the DXY will stay strong because it's paired with complete trash. Fiat. Funny. So I see this bear flag and a bearish retest and further move to the downside here. And we even see that we could get down to this area here at 104. So And we talked about this. We went over it. One here, the double tops. Everything is starting to pan out exactly as we wanted it to. The 5-day chart getting ready for a massive dump on the DXY. I'm telling you right now, the 5-day chart, when it gets ready to dump, my gosh, it dumps. And you can go and watch any asset you want. The DXY is about to dump on the 5-day chart. Bitcoin getting that move back to the upside. Inverted head and shoulder, getting the push, squeezing those shorts back up. People who got in a little late, about to get squeezed. I see us getting all the way back up to 35,005 on a massive push to the upside. They're going to eat this level right here by itself. I see Bitcoin getting all the way back up to 35.5. I would watch your shorts. I would have taken my money very quick on that short. Bang, bang, bang. All right. SBF is watching the streaming. How do you know? Is he really? Is he in jail watching? Shout out to SBF. We love you, man. I'm sorry. Honestly, though, I know we did wrong, but some part of me, I feel really bad for someone that has to sit in 4 walls for the rest of it, to not even be able to go outside. Whatever, though. It is what it is. You do what you do. You make your bed. You lay in it. I feel like his parents, didn't. I don't know, man. I had a good mother and father. They told me my last name was everything and not to risk any amount of money for my last name. Ever. You know what I mean? Ever. So, good morning, y'all. Thanks again, Sammy. Make sure you smash the like. No one else works harder for you right now. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Dump Perma Bulls. FTT will recover. I don't feel bad, SBF. I don't feel bad for him personally. I know what he did. I think about being inside of a prison cell, and that's the scary. I would do anything not to be in no way, man. That's why I don't, I follow the rules, man. I'm not into that. Just not. So the 1 hour look, it's about to dump. Nice. I mean, the 1 minute. See how it's curving here and you're losing? You didn't get above the level? Chance that this is about to cascade down. Oh, wow. The 10 minute and the 7 minute are both trying to get a pump back to the upside. Let me take a look. 7 minute says we get a move back up. So the 1 minute could be short-lived or it could get pinned. So just pay attention to this. If we start to lose this key level and the 21, we're going to drop further down to the target. If we stay inside here, so would I long or short this? I'm still long. So I already told you what I'm doing. I'm not going to do any crazy move just because of what I'm seeing here. But I see this as a double bottom. I see this as a shoulder head, right shoulder, and it is an ascending triangle that could break up or down either way. The base of the triangle. So you're looking for either a break up or a break further down. And to be honest, a lot of times I come on and I'm like, it's about to do this. Today is an indecision. My near long made me double my trading account holding through the conference. That's so awesome, man. What does SBF pays $8 billion of liquidity to the people? Will he be at? I don't know, man. Look at gas. Yeah, gas just continues, man. Never speak upon the worst, even for your enemies. Love the highest frequency. Pray for everyone. Amen. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I just like to stay in high frequency. Amen. Yeah, you get it. Because once you preserve your frequency to be high, you want to do everything you can not to let it slip, All right, everyone, I got to jump out of here for the day. Bitcoin struggling. Watch this ascending triangle. I got no exact call right now like I usually do. It's in indecisiveness. I am still long. I could see us breaking right back up to 35.5. Be careful if you think you got it. You never know about BTC. We zoom out to the 1 hour time frame, and we're watching this bigger. If I move this away, possible short on the works though, and the measured move of that short would take us somewhere to about 34,500. But I do see a recovery. I see this and I saw hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour, which told me we should make a high above this high, which I know it makes no sense, but that's what it says. Another thing that I showed you guys, real quick that I could take away was that we're also in a symmetrical triangle beginning to form. This will be your top trend line. Here's your bottom trend line. Then we'll probably get tighter in the zone, and Bitcoin's going to have to make a decision in the weekly candle close. We're going to be getting tighter and tighter in the next 5 to 6, 7 hours for Bitcoin. So this is what I see happening. Maybe even by 12, 11 tonight, we're going to be somewhere in here, and volatility is going to pick up. Remember, volatility is tough. Be very, very careful. Yeah, if you spam the chat, you will never be here again. So don't lose your ability to come to the stream. All right. Okay. And I got to go. I could do gas. My wife's probably going to be upset, so I can stare at it for a split second. Neo gas, look, it's got a rounded top. Once you lose the 200 SMA, you drop. Once you lose the 200 SMA on the 7, you look for the 200 SMA on the 15. You're going to drop to the 15. Once you lose that, you're going to drop. I would look for gas to come all the way back down to 875. And again, if you don't know how to take profits, then don't be in the game. Learn how to take profits on a demo account before you use real money. If you don't know how to use real money, then don't use real money. All right? You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle the emotions of real money, then you have no business being in the market. You would chew yourself. You will lose it all. You'll get depressed. Your wife will leave you. And I'm just joking, but you will. You will mess it up. You'll mess it up. Let's get back into this 1 minute chart that I had cooking here, because see how the stochastics were pointing down, and we started to flood down. It's the beginning of a possible bearish move here for Bitcoin. You can say, "Oh no, we're still inside the channel. We're just touching the trend line." Okay, I'm open-minded there. 1 touch, 2 touch. All right. I don't know why I have so many gosh damn lines sometimes. But, because the Stokes are pointing down and you couldn't get above the previous resistance, expect more downside. That short already playing out for Bitcoin here, right? You're shorting resistance. You couldn't get above the resistance right there, clear as day. Bitcoin heading down. You lose this high volume node, you come to the value area lows, and that's a breakdown now. The symmetrical triangle is now broken down. You can't, it could wick back in, but at this point, it's breaking to the downside. I could keep cheating it, but at one point, you got to know that the level was there. That was the level. We broke down. So I see more downside for Bitcoin possibly coming. 34.8. If we lose these two lows, and then you're really watching the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. Very important. And then you can backtrack the 200 SMA on the 30 minute. You'll lose that first too. So look, we're toying with it. If we lose that, then there's a chance that we lose the other one, right? And things get kind of scary. So shout out to the shorts. People were taking shorts in my trading group. You guys were spot on. I get it. God gets it. It's hard, but it was right. Even after SBF, Jesus, while dying on the cross, asked God to forgive those who killing him. It's real talk. Love y'all. Amen. I went through 2 accounts not knowing. The feeling is horrible. When you get liquidated time after time and it's your last dollar, don't go there. Yeah, I know. Can Bitcoin fall to 32.8? Have a good day. Anything could happen, my friend. Anything could happen. Today, I don't know if it's going to happen today, but anything could happen. I'm looking for a bounce back to the top of the pattern. They're playing games right here. I'm looking for a bounce back to the top of the pattern personally. Little shorts playing out on the smaller time frames. But honestly, as long as the 30-minute can hold off the movement here to this. So look at that symmetrical triangle that I gave you. Take a picture of that. Go back and screenshot it because I just deleted it. It's gone. But as long as we can stay above the 200 SMA, if we lose the 200 SMA, we are going to start dropping more. We will. All right, I got to go, everyone. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you later on. I got to spend a little time with the family today. Sundays, I'm always around, but I do, I got to give my family some time. So I love you all. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next live stream tonight at 8 p.m. My prediction for tonight, we get somewhat of a bounce today. And when I come on the live stream, somehow, some way, Bitcoin's somewhere up in here. Then possibly getting ready to move, or we're not sure. But I see a bounce on the 1 hour time frame coming. But again, I could be wrong. There's still hidden bullish divergence in the 1 hour. Until that's negated, we have to look at it as if it's there. All right. Everyone, God bless each and every one of you. I think they're just playing with some shorts, trying to get people to short the market so they can get more liquidity to this upside, so they can get us to the top of the pattern. Also, pattern trading, top, bottom. You're so likely going to get to the top of the pattern before you re-enter the bottom. That's just trading 101. But again, I could be wrong. What do I know? I'm just a guy that trades every day of my life. But it doesn't mean I'm right. I could be wrong 10 days straight. You never know. God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next live stream. If you want to keep watching the short, the 1 hour is looking pretty. Actually, honestly, I got to say there's a chance that it's still inside of this symmetrical triangle, an ascending triangle somewhat, as the angle extends a little bit. And as long as that low holds, you'll hit the 200 SMA. That's the strategy in which we teach. Oversold stochastic, you couldn't get lower than that. That should have dumped. It did not. I'm expecting this to be a shoulder. Look, this even looks like a shoulder ahead and a right. Oops, sorry. A shoulder ahead and a right shoulder to the upside. I'm expecting a bounce back up to the top of the channel. You do whatever make you happy. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you later on. Sam Price, over and out. God bless you all. Have a great day, and thank you so much for your time. I wish I could be here longer, but I can't. I got to go.